Hello, 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 everyone. I am RexRed, and we are EZ3DTV. I am back trying to see if we can actually get some streaming in. I had to hook up my other computer, but I found a way to keep all the work that I've done in setting up. See, I want to use my main computer for my camera. I want to use it for everything except just streaming. So I have found a way to do that, and we have some music here today. So we got it going on. We still have our mojo here. And that's one of my songs there. Yeah, we got some mojo going on today. So I am not sure how loud that is exactly. I do have some kind of idea how loud it is, but at this point it looks like I've got it working now, and I don't think we are going to have any more problems with, okay, where is my mouse? Unless my mouse just gives up, we're going to go to the live chat, see what's going on. So we're going back to Daz Studio, and this is how we do that. Yes, it is. So we have our handy dandy keyboard. I have moved it over onto this side, and now I have this round thing around me. It's like I'm like a little bubble, you know, like in The Wizard of Oz, those little bubbles that come down. It's like, hello, I'm stuck in a bubble and I can't get out. All right, so okay, I don't know what that was at all. No idea. Sometimes I just get weird. So you should recognize this program. I'm wondering if my keyboard is okay over here on this side. What is it covering up, and what am I covering up? I don't know. I don't know yet. We shall see, we shall see. I think I'm covering up this area that I don't use very much, and I don't know if I use this area very much. There's a little bit of information down here, but then if I need to, I can go to the top left, the top right, and that's without me in it, and the bottom left, and the bottom right, and guess what? My microphone still works while I'm doing that. Yes. So that is a very special thing. And it looks like we're still projecting. We are projecting to another computer. We're not actually, I don't know, it's a kind of different thing. So, all right, so we're going to open up our recent, it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. Would you like to save changes? No, I don't think so. It's a blank document, so I don't really think I did anything, you know, paramount to saving it. Okay, so I am using now my microphone. Now it's back here instead of like hanging overhead, because it sounds better, and then I can do this kind of thing as well, you know. So not that I really want to do that very often, you know, but it kind of scares me, and it's a little bit creepy, I think. So while we wait for that to load, we can listen to this. And it is loading. Where is Cade? Okay, Cade is back. And now when we switch, when it does all this work and all this Iray stuff, it just doesn't bother the stream. You know, you can't work in Daz Studio and stream on the same computer. It just can't be done. I have a very, very powerful graphics card, and I have a very powerful processor, and it still won't let me do that. Okay, so we were working on his beard when my stream decided to just crash. And let's see also if is my stream private, or I think somebody's already been here. So yeah, it says public, so you are welcome to come in and be a part of this stream tonight. It's very late in the morning. So let's find some hair for this dude. Let's get him some hair. Short hair. Yeah, something cool. Cool hair. What kind of hair? This Nelson hair looks cool. So, I feel like that little Ed, I don't know, his name was Ed or something, that little wispy clouds guy kind of tonight. All right, let's try this. A little dab of green. Is this going to work? It doesn't look good from the get-go, but I think it'll put it on his head instead of on his face. We shall see. Okay, it looks like it did. Let's see how this looks on him. Yeah, if it's just the right color, and if his skin wasn't so shiny looking, we gotta fix that. So it's not quite the right color. Now this is not strand-based hair, so I don't think I can use... I think all we've got to do with his hair is darken it some. Oh, and probably some of my awesome subscribers, I don't know if we'll see any of them tonight, but I just thought I would thank you all for helping my channel to reach a place where it is now being considered for the lower tier of monetization. So another 1,000 votes and a few hundred new subscribers, and I might be able to make an income from this channel. And it's all because of you and because of YouTube for sharing my channel. So thank you very much. Very, very, very much. So I'm wondering if my microphone is loud enough. So the only way to make it louder is to... It's just because it's supposed to reach a certain level, and it's not quite there. So if I bring this up, does that do it? No, I don't think so. How about this? Hello, hello, hello. Well, that brought it up some more. Yeah. And okay, we'll leave it at that. And so, yeah, this hair is a little bit, I think just a little too light. It looks good on him. So, yeah, let's go to shaders and find the hair. We'll save this. Where is the hair? TMA-9, that's him. We have to select the hair. So this is pretty amazing. Now we have we have a nice, it doesn't, well, okay, excellent connection, it says. And we'll find out if, I think it is, I think we are going to end up with good audio. Yeah, I doubt that it could be. So let's hope we do, that all of this is well. Now, why is this kind of taking so long? Oh, I'm saving this for the first time. There we go, Nelson Hair. And we have two 3090s, but I am recording on the same computer, and I'm also recording, projecting, but all of that should be done within the cards, kind of, sort of, maybe, I don't know. So let's see, we have also now the glossy color. I don't know if I want to mess with the glossy color until, okay, what we can do is there's this cool little program. It's called brightness. And you know, when you lower the brightness, you actually make something darker, believe it or not. Utilities, and we just run the, make sure we have the surfaces selected, and they are. We go back here to brightness manager, and we're just going to keep lowering the brightness a little bit. Here we go. Now that looks like it kind of works for him. Yeah. Except, and what it did is it just kind of kept everything the way it is. It just made them all respectively less bright. And that is nice. Still got a little bit of wisps of other colors and in there, and happy clouds, you know, happy. So let's put on some, let's take care of his skin now. He should have PBR skin. So if we select Cade, go to surfaces, and then we select our favorites and go into this PBR skin. We can go to skin. This is gamma. We don't want to mess with the gamma. We just want to take and add a little roughness to his skin so it's not quite as shiny. And so let's bring this up a little bit like this. Wow, that one is all the way up. So I think we could bring this down a little bit. It's just very strange that they would make his skin detail weight so much, but we'll bring this one up a little more. Those are both kind of high for skin, but I have found that darker skin has more, it's more noticeable when it's shiny than a lighter skin, where it can the shine can kind of hide in the brightness of the skin. That's what I would do if I was shine. All right, so we need to get some clothes on our dude here. And maybe we'll put him on a beach, I don't know. 'Cause life is a beach. Nice sandy beach. Where is our wardrobe? Get rid of the brightness word. And let's look. Look. Campus casuals. Let's do something like this and put them on a beach. I'm wondering if I have casuals for Genesis 9 MDL. Where are the actual clothes? Okay, I've got to sneeze now. I think there's only one. I could have switched the channel here to this when I did that. Okay, and now I have trumpeting in my sinuses. Just exactly what I needed here. Okay, all right. So we have some trunks and campus shirt. Well, let's see how long it takes to save this. Shouldn't take as long as it did last time. Nope, that was pretty fast. Well, it's still doing something. There we go, we're back. What was that noise? What was that noise? My phone is making noises. It just had an update. So do we want to change these materials to this? Like make the shorts gray, maybe? And the shirt? This color. Yeah. Okay, that works for me. I bet I have some other textures for this as well. If we go to materials, we might find them. Just let's look. No, maybe I didn't buy them yet. Okay, why? This is weird that one of these looks like isn't installed, but another one is. Why? I don't know. I have no idea. Let's put him on a beach. We're going to have to find a pose for him. I think a beach would be nice. I'm feeling like a beach. Okay, when I look over that way, I think I look over this way more than I look over that way. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip myself horizontal. So when I look over that way, it's like I'm kind of looking in rather than at some kind of little at the side of the screen. Okay, that's what we do here. We think about logistics. And okay, I am going to have a teleprompter soon, and I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with it, but I'm thinking something about music where I know most of the lyrics to my songs, but I don't know them all like perfectly well. And like every once in a while I have to look, and it would be really nice if I were to look at the teleprompter and there's the words, and I could do some live stuff. So that is a possibility that's coming up within a few days. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with it yet. Okay. Let's find an environment for arcade guy. And I don't know if dressing somebody before you put them into a scene maybe is the best idea. Maybe you put them in a scene and then figure out what you want them to wear. So, I don't know. I don't think there is a set way to do this. So, tonight was kind of a learning experience for me, because as soon as I went back to trying to broadcast and also trying to work on my workstation on the same computer, my stream just completely lost its ability to happen. So I will also say that in my opinion, a lot of people on YouTube have the whole streaming, all the advice for streaming with dual computers. I don't think they have it right. So yeah, it's insane, kind of the way that they explain how to do it, and to me, it's not the right way. Yeah, so I might be making some videos on my studio, how I set it up, the kind of stuff. It is actually incredibly complex. It's like, oh my gosh, how complex it really is. And so, and it's, I don't know, some people really want to know how to do something, and they need it explained from, beginning to end. And some people just, they just want a tiny piece of information, and they don't want to sit and listen for, 2 hours to find that piece of information. But the thing is that what's worse is to sit for 2 hours and watch. Okay, look at this. Let's try this. Explore environments. Under forest, beach terrain, beach. Utilities. I think we have to put all this together here, so let's try the beach terrain first. Yeah, it's worse when you watch a video, which, it's like, I guess it's not the end of the world if we waste a little bit of time and, watch somebody's video and don't find the information we need. It's not the end of the world, because you probably are going to at least still learn something, So I don't know. But the idea is to find the thing that you are actually looking for. This looks like it's where the water is supposed to be. So let's go back and put some water. Main sea, ocean, surface. I think that's a little bit high. Wow, okay, so simple ocean surface, main sea. What if we try turning this main sea? We bring it down a little bit. Y translate. See, this isn't what I kind of expected. I'm not sure what's wrong. Okay. It's like, why is there sand in the ocean, in the water? When I bring this up, there's still sand in the water. It doesn't look like there is, but there is. There just is. That's the way it is. It's not a very pretty beach. So what we'll do, what happens when we turn this off? Okay. We will go back here and see if they have another kind of water. Terrain undersea. Ocean terrain seascape with coral. I like the beach here, but I think we need a different ocean. It's like, gosh, there's all kinds of things. Waves and spray. I don't know if this water needs to be so... I think it's kind of nice, but let's see what happens if we bring in some spray. Splash. Okay. Everyone in the world is asleep. I'm the only person in the whole world that's still awake, I think. Okay, we're going to bring this down like this. Parameter Z. Oh, this is the back. So we bring that out like this. We bring it down. Okay, a little bit of water. What happens if we make the water now? Remember we learned about refraction? This index of refraction. What is the index of the refraction? Let's go to the water part. Somewhere here has got to be an IOR. Right in here. Refraction index 1.33. That's what water is. Well, let's see what happens if we make it a little bit. That's kind of nice so that we can make it a little bit. And the foam, we could do the same thing with the foam, just bring it down. The cutout opacity. Okay, and let's find some water. We've got these rocks. What have we got? Some of these rocks look pretty cool. some heather, some of these, and this rock, and what's this? That's not what, that's a cool caustic plane. Ocean floor caustics, that looks good too. And we have put our figure in a rock. This go here. The coral. Okay. And we need, I think I'm going to have him sitting here. So I might end up putting all of this. So somebody's been here briefly. We've had we've had 3 views, and 1 concurrent viewer. So one at a time. Okay, that works. So we're going to go over to Files here and look for some water. Okay, water. Let's try this. Okay. Well, what's going to happen? What's happening with Iray? Texture shaded. Iray. Okay. It doesn't want to show. Let's try a different water. And bring this down. Save this. Now I might need to just use one of my graphics cards. Okay, so we go to parameters. No, render settings. Turn off one of my graphics cards. And let's go to editor. Optimization, we'll set it to memory. See if that works. Doesn't look like Iray wants to work. Do we have an update here for this? Okay, it might be that this particular, because like goes to, well, let's try my other graphics card, the other one. Texture shaded. Well, this is weird. I think it's because I was almost under the ground. Because now it's working. Well, not really. Well, that's not good. Okay, I'm going to save this. Oh, no. No. Let's see what we have. Minimize that. Well, it might be my capturing. It didn't seem to have a problem with this. At first. Let's go here. Task Manager. Let's see how much of my cards are being used. Performance. Okay, which one are we? CPU. It's kind of busy. Yeah, so there's like this underlying thing happening here. Ethernet is very busy. Why is the Ethernet busy? That doesn't... Oh, well... I'm not broadcasting on anything on this computer. I'm wondering if... Maybe there's something in the background here. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's okay. We go here to this. And what if I... Okay, because I'm downloading it as well. Okay, I think I can pause that. Where is that? Right here. Yes, I can pause this. Now what happens? Okay, in Ethernet, the GPUs are at 19%. %. Huh. Advanced. Okay, we'll close that. Let's go back to File, Import, File Open, Recent. No. Oh, I'm wondering about some kind of video processing unit that could go in between my computer. Let's see what we get here. Could be just something odd in the scene that I've loaded. There's quite a bit in the scene. No, it doesn't seem to want... Iray doesn't seem to want to stick. What happens, okay, when I take these items... Delete. Splash. Oh, this caustic detail here. Okay, that was it. It was that caustic detail that was causing that. All right. Let's go back now and, well, that's a relief. I knew it was something odd in the scene that I'd added. We go back and find some water. Let's Let's keep trying our water. Prop. I don't think that works. Materials. Prop. Swimming pool. Ocean. This looks pretty cool. Now let's put all of this stuff together into a group. So we go group, props, call it, and then we can move this all down a little bit. And we can move our camera in. There is a method to my madness here. Now I have my keyboard, my computer turned on as well. That says ROPS, not props. And now what we're going to do is find a sitting pose so we can, like, lotus kind of pose and look out at the ocean. Create a camera, create new camera, save this again, that caustic prop was very weird. Maybe you have to have like the caustic render thing turned on. That's a possibility. Okay, we go here. Now we go to poses. 9 poses. Okay. I'm sure that's not the only sitting pose I have. I like this. Was the right one. Well, let's just try it and see which. I think we've got the male one. What have we got? This works, but we just got to spin him the right direction. colors. Okay, I think we've got something here. I can move his feet if I need to. Well, is the grass going to let me move it? Nope. It's not your movable kind of grass. Well, then we're going to get rid of it and use our own grass. Did I just delete the whole ground, Z? Yeah. Okay, the grass is part of these bones. It's part of this. But we can turn it off and we'll use our own grass. This has got to come over this way more. Save this. Where's my grass? Okay, that's the camera, Z. Let's see what happens when we look through the camera. Okay, that's correct. Let's lock the camera. Favorites. Most used. Lock. Okay, the grass is down here. Y translate X Edit, duplicate, put some grass up in here too. Bluegrass. What we're going to do is move it back a little bit like this. And over. This. That's actually coral. I don't know if that's the right kind of plant for this. I think it's supposed to be underwater kind of thing. So we're going to save this. Let's bring our grass up and make sure it's not underwater. 2. And let's come in here. Two likes. Thank you for the likes. Somebody's watching, I think. Very nice of you to watch. Okay, I think this is going to be nice. We're going to check this out in Iray and see what it looks like. Iray. I think all we really need here is a nice sky. Okay, we have our camera. So let's find some kind of sky. I think I'm going to use a plane. Up, because I always use a plane, and rotate. So yes, all of your fine views, people, are starting to help my channel in a very big way. X, Z, X, we pull this a little further, scale this now and see what happens. X, X, and let's turn it a bit. this way, I think. Nope, Z, this one. Let's see what we can do with the sky with that. I think it's going to have to be taller. Why? Well, I can mess with the image that gets put on it. So surface, base color, browse, and we go here to I guess we're already there. Try this one. And I think it's upside down. I think so. Well, I'm not messing with that. Okay, it's not going to fight with that. Rotate. I think this is the one we want. No, Z. This one, Z. C, like this. And X, like that. And Y, translate. This. Let's see what happens when we give it a little bit of that lower part. Gives it some distance, like the C goes on forever. Welcome, people. Siddharth Kumar Ranjan. Very good question, Siddharth. Why a plane? Because a plane doesn't have the plane. The HDRI is so large that even a 16K image gets kind of, and it's projected. So it's not actually like the image itself. It's kind of like a projection, and so it's not, when you render a very large image, it just isn't very clear. But when you look at what I would only get for this, if I used an HDRI, I would only get maybe this part of the sky in front of him. Look at how much detail I get instead. And wait till you see how this actually looks if we load this also. Now we have to, we're going to turn this into an HD. We're going to turn this plane into an HDRI, and this is how we do it. It won't be a 32-bit. Well, actually, I don't know, because we did load. I'm not sure what we loaded an HDRI onto this plane. Okay, so we'll see what we get. Now we go to surfaces, plane. And all we have to do now is go to this plane here and load it onto our emission as well, which is where? It's not the ruins. So yeah, these are HDR files. Let's see now. That's HDR. Where is our... I should have looked. Oh, here it is. So we load that on and turn this into an emissive, and then we also load it onto the luminance. Don't forget that part. And then we're going to also load this into our environment options. So we'll get the benefit of the HDRI, the coloring and all of that for the scene, but we'll get the detail of the plane. Okay, always put a plane in front of your scene. Okay, so now we're going to go here to parameters and HDR, and look what we have. See the detail we have in the sky? It's just much nicer. Now I'm wondering if I need to bring this ocean up a little bit more. Because I think I have some of the sand coming through. Maybe not. Maybe not, but let's see what happens when we raise it up a little more. I wonder if I could make it, okay, OceanWorks. What do we have? OceanWorks props. I wish I really knew more about how to use this ocean. Outer instances. Let's take a look at some of this. Let's turn this off and see. Well, that didn't work. This off. Okay, I like all of those parts there. I kind of wish, okay, now that I've made the plane larger. See, what's really weird is the ocean, well, okay, now I'm wondering if, okay, oh, I know what it is, it's the ground is turned on. We have the environment here. I think the ground is on. Yeah, draw ground. That's a little better. It's not that bad, but the sky, this black in the sky isn't really pretty to me, so I'm wondering if I can stretch the sky up a little bit. So we go to the plane, we scale Y scale. Okay, go to 9. Let's scale this a little more. Why is it taking so long to scale? 2. Nine. Have I locked the plane or something? I don't think so. Perspective view. Okay, let's try using this tool instead. Z is the height. Whoa, okay, Z, oh, that's Y, because Y is the depth. Okay, so we don't need that scaled at all. Reset value. A plane doesn't have a depth, just a length and width. So we'll just bring this up a little more like this and bring it down. Let's go back to our, what's nice is you can see a plane in, you can't see your Iray, your HDRI, but you can see the plane here. Let's try this. Yes, always use a plane in your scene. Don't Oh, look at that. I think that's much nicer. I wish I could get some of the brown out of the water. I know I can if I, but this heather in the water doesn't look right. So let's bring this up a little closer. The rock is okay, but I think we'll just move that a little bit to Z. It's always the other way than I think it is, you know. Okay. Now, he's not sitting on the ground, on the sand, so I could try to twist him around and move all kinds of stuff, or I can just select the plane, which is, where is the terrain? Is that it? That's the terrain. And we go here to meshgrabber. Tool settings. Meshgrabber. And we just grab this right about here. Nope. Didn't want that. We're going to turn this so we can't select that. And now let's try the terrain again. I don't know if this terrain's going to let me select it. Props. Okay. We got some more ocean to turn off. There we go. Oh, the terrain is some kind of weird object. It's not going to let me select it, I don't think. Let's see what this terrain is. Holy. Maybe okay. Wow. Kind of massive, I'd say. Terrain, okay. Okay, we're gonna okay, this is not going to let me use meshgrabber on it. So we have to move him. This kind of sucks. All right, well, this is why we do art. Okay, so we go to here. We bend this out a little bit like that. And we bend this leg up a little bit. Nope, not like that. Like this. And I'm not sure what to do with his hands other than maybe bring his shoulders up. Now that didn't work. Okay, I know. Just take his torso, pelvis. He's still not on the darn sand, and there's nothing I can't bend the sand. This is what I would have done, was put a rill in there. So okay, I think what I'm gonna do is make his arms I think I'm gonna go here to the preferences, show hidden properties, and we're gonna go Y scale. Okay, which would be X scale. We're just gonna shorten his arms some. X scale here. X. Okay. X scale. Be very careful with this, doing this, because you can just all of a sudden really throw off your figure. I think we're going to scale this a little bit too. No, that's the wrong one. Okay, and now we might be able to plop him down. Okay, this was what? Y and Y. And we're going to bend that out a little bit like this. Oh, that's the wrong way. So let's do it twice then. Okay. Can we do this now? We're going to twist him a little bit this way. Okay, we'll bring him up like that. Like this. Wow, look how far down we have to bring him. We're going to have to bend his hand in. And twist. And bend. And side to side. Twist. Just don't know what else to do. He's on so much of an incline and I can't change the terrain. It's just a very nice terrain. I don't want to lose the terrain. So we look and see if this hand is on the ground. He's definitely sitting now. Okay. It's got, where's that? Okay, I was going to say, where's that? I was going to say, well, I better not say that. Okay, so we're gonna twist this hand like this. And then we're gonna go back. What was this, X scale? And I might have overdone it with the X scale. Bend. The thing is that, yes, I thought about that. Like the vertices were so large that it seemed, I thought about that there were not enough like faces. I mean, the faces were extremely large. But when I clicked on it, okay, on the terrain, that's a very, very good question, Siddhartha. Siddharth, it also occurred to me like that. But notice how weird this terrain is. It has bones, okay? It's actually a figure, okay? So and like you can't erase the boulders and the rocks and the grass. It's all like part of some sort of giant skeletal structure, okay? It's weird, okay? And when I would select meshgrabber, it would like deselect it, okay? And I had everything above it all set so they couldn't be selected. But when I would select the terrain, it would unselect it, and that told me that it's kind of like an object, like it doesn't really have geometry. I don't know what it is. I don't know how they do it. That's where it goes beyond. But that's the same way with D-Force. Why some hair you can't use meshgrabber or geometry editor with it, because it doesn't have geometry. And explain that, I don't know why, but that's what I've heard, okay? I don't understand why it doesn't have geometry, but it doesn't. So okay, so that's that. His foot, is it still up in the air? Let's bring this down. Bend it a little bit. I think his legs were a little bit kind of lanky anyway. So it didn't look like they kind of fit him, but I guess it could. You know, there's tall people and short people and all kinds of people. So but he's not quite as lanky as he started out as, which is kind of nice. He's, I think, a little bit more of a compact. So let's see, we bend here. Let's just bend that up a little bit like this so we can bring the heel down enough. We'll bend the leg down, bend. Okay. Now we go back to our camera. Now he's actually sitting on the ground. There we go. Contemplating, meditating. Yes, okay, so let's go into Iray. I have birds tweeting, just in case you didn't notice. So I'm going to light him up a little bit now. We're going to put a spotlight on him. Spotlight. every creature needs to make noise. You know, they have their time to make noise. You know, birds like to make noise in the morning, and some of them like to make it at night. It's just their noise might be a bother. You know, some people, like tonight I had a bunch of, I don't know if they were neighbors or just people visiting from up the street or whatever, stop in front of my apartment building and sit and talk like loudly for about an hour. And you know what? It's their time to make noise. There's no point in getting upset with people who, you know, as long as they don't do it every night and it's not like really, really, really loud and obnoxious and crazy, you know. And sometimes even if it is kind of every night, you know, it's only for a few hours and then they go to bed or whatever, and then it's quiet. And then you can make noise. Then if everybody else makes their noise, then when you feel like you need to make some noise, they shouldn't complain. So that's my philosophy in life, is just don't worry about the noise. Unless it's like all the time, all day, all night, every day, then you have to take some measures to say, okay, you know, you can make noise this much. Yeah, you just can't expect people to stop making noise. Everybody is. Kids, when they get home from school, you know, they run around in the yard and they make noise. That's their time to make noise. And then at night they're watching TV and they're kind of quiet, and that's their time. The weekend, Saturday, Sunday, they make noise. That's their time. Everybody's got a time to make noise. Everybody. So we're going to go here to even the birds. Yeah. The birds have perfected their noise-making skill. So is singers, and humans can make some beautiful noises. Yes, they can. So, all right, we are going to now take this spotlight, and this would be in parameters, and we're going to give it some lumens. Let's go into Iray. Okay, I did something wrong. Control 0. There we go. And then we go to 2. That's not quite enough. 5. Let's go a little more. 2, 5. Oh, that's making a really nice hard shadow there. And I think I'm going to do something to his skin to make it look a little bit less perfect. We're going to, maybe hair. Well, a couple of things. Maybe we'll give him, well, I think just maybe we'll start with some imperfections in his skin. We'll go to a thing called Skin Detailer. We just need Detailer. It is a product in the Daz store. Come on, detailer. Well, it's taking its time. Reading the hard drive. There it is. Out of 10,600 items. And we just double click on this. It gets really bad. Like, I think this is kind of like measles and mumps and horrible acne, and we don't want to go quite that far. I always just use this preset, and it gives them a few kind of imperfections, let's say. So their skin doesn't just look like it's all one color. I have to go to bed. So I think this is probably going to do it for me. I probably should give him hair, but then I have to really kind of spend probably about 10, 15, 20 minutes editing the hair. And I've just been up all day working, and so yeah, okay, see, that gave him, it just doesn't, his skin doesn't quite look, I don't know, though it darkened it some, I think. We could, we can't give it any footprints because it's just not going to let us do anything with it right now. I'm not sure. But I could lay a plane here and then put the same color on it, like copy the color to it. And then we would have something, then we could edit that, put a little bit of destruction in the sand, you know, so it's not so perfect, but his back kind of looks weird. I'm wondering if that's the shirt. Let's try taking the shirt off for a moment and see if the shirt's... No, his back is kind of weird. This whole pose is kind of messed up. Nine. Come back. Come back. Oh, I guess we're not in Iray. Okay. Parameters, front, back. And bend. I wasn't watching what I was doing. Okay. I like this pose, but it's just now all of a sudden I'm just noticing all kinds of little problems with it.
Okay. And now Z, Control Z. Okay, this has got to go back. Front, back, and that's back as far as that's going to let me bring it. Okay, now I need the length of his arms back. I can't move him for some reason. He's just not. X. I don't know if I've ruined this or not. Let's see. No, I think that's okay. Better than it was. He doesn't look kind of like hunched. And what's up with this leg here? And save this. Let's give him some hair. Body hair. Why not? Okay. So then we go to our smart content. This is the best body hair that's, I think, ever been made for any figure ever. It's the, well, I mean, for male figures, of course. And some female figures. A good number of them. So we go here, we go to hair, body, body, and it is this one called Genesis 9 Body and Vellus Hairs. And we just go all, and it takes a while. And these are all those, I'm never going to remember the name of that new hair. It's, what is it called? I think they're the new hairs. You see, it takes a while. It goes on their body, but it doesn't actually snap to their body for quite a while after. Takes a while. I think it's still snapping, but there's feet hair, there's finger hair, this has every kind of hair, underarm hair, nose hair. I don't know that it has ear hair or anything, but I think I'm going to take some red out of his skin. I think he's too red. Surfaces. So we're going to go to cane. Okay, and we're going to go here to skin. Select that and then go to surfaces, body, arms. I think we'll go with the fingernails too and the toenails. And we're going to come up here. Maybe we'll do the lips. I guess they're included then. So we go here to our translucency and take some red out. And some blue. A little more red. And a little more blue. And I think well, see, the more I take out of these, I think we got to bring the red back, a little red back. Yeah, and then what we could do, tiny bit of blue back. Yeah, now we could go here to our favorites, PBR skin. Skin, lips, nails. And let's just lighten him up a little bit. A little bit here. See what that looks like. This is the gamma. Yeah, I think that works. And I'm thinking about giving him a little bit more shine back. He is on a beach. Go to favorites, go back to this PBR skin. Roughness, we'll go back to his skin. Take some of the roughness down a little bit. He doesn't have enough shine in his skin, and his skin does look a little bit too green now. It's really weird that his chest area, this area looks too green, and this area looks too red and blue. How do I fix that? I don't really know, but I could actually just select his from his legs down. So, but I think it's okay now. Let's just make him a little glossier. So he kind of appears like he might have been swimming. And that is going to do it for me. Thank you for the likes, people. Thank you very, very much. I really appreciate what you have done for my channel. We're going to go and bring some of this green down, but a little bit more gloss up here. His skin looks so dry, I thought he was going to like absorb all the ocean. Yeah, there we go. Except we'll take just a tiny bit of this green out. Here, we might also lower this translucency a little bit. There. Now he fits. And how about a little bit of redness on his cheeks? So we go to blush. blush. And this is for Genesis 9. This is called FPE Blush Effect Geoshell for Genesis 9. I'm just making a scene. I'm actually testing my system out, my streaming system, to see if everything's working well. Because I just redid a lot of stuff on my scene. Seemed to have it back. Now it took me a week of all kinds of stuff, and I still have like a ton to do for my other channels. I've got this particular channel back, but I have more stuff to do. So it's kind of like I'm just doing something to test out my stream and make sure that it's not all spinning around and everything and doing kind of odd stuff. So we're going to apply the Geoshell. And I think this one here, we have to select him. Did he get a Geoshell here? Blush effect, yep. Let's put this on him. It's usually too strong. So we've got to just take and bring it down a little bit. And they have some presets here. Strength low. But that's usually still too much. So we go here to this translucency color. And we could just bring this down a little bit. And the luminance, it's like actually putting off light. Let's bring the light down a little bit. Oops, we don't want it in the negative. How about 2? There. There we go. It looks like there's little teeny footprints and things, but not really, but so yeah. The digital Xenon Aiden, welcome. Welcome. I thought that was Siddharth that was being there. Now I just noticed it's a different name. Yes, welcome Siddharth, and welcome Xenon. Welcome, welcome, or Aiden, or both. Thank you for coming here. I know. I was thinking that earlier today. It's like nice wispy clouds, happy clouds. And I do that in my very soft kind of voice. So yes, that's what we are doing today. So, okay, we could drop a little bit more of this. Take his skin and just lighten it a little bit more. You know, I look and at the top, this part is green, and I don't know what to do with that. This part is too blue. His lower part, and I'd have to select those parts separately. Skin. Let's see what happens when we go into, okay, skin. We would go arms. The head is kind of okay, but I guess we'd have to do the head. And arms and head and body. Okay. And we'll take a little bit of green out of this. Okay. There we go. Now that looks right. And now the legs, we got to take a little bit of blue out of them. little more blue. Or what we could do is increase the red and we'll just take some of this translucency weight out. Just lighten them a little bit. See, I'm still getting this really green look on the upper body. So we go to head, body, arms. I don't dare look at his fingernails. Okay, he's too green still. And let's bring the red up. And the blue, so at least it matches his feet. The green is still too much.
What exactly is Daz Studio? I literally got your video suggested and I don't know what I'm watching exactly. Well, Daz Studio is a free program that comes with a few of these models here, these people, and you can move their fingers and move them, and you can lay them, set them in like unlimited. They have like hundreds of thousands of items, probably over 1 million items, everything from toothbrushes and everything, and lighting and hair and body hair. Women, it's for clothing and fingernail and makeup and everything you can do, and you pose them, and they sell poses that you can put on them, and the poses get you in the ballpark. And so it's Daz3D.com, and you just go there and you download and install. You have to have a pretty powerful computer with a nice graphics card. If you're a gamer, perfect. But it has to be an Nvidia graphics card. It can't be an AMD one because it works with Iray, which is something Nvidia created. So his rouge is still too red on his face, but I think, and his upper torso is now too red. Okay, so we're going to get rid of some of this red on his upper torso. Okay, I think that's better. Yeah, I think that looks good. Now just get some of the red off of his cheeks a little bit. And I think we take the upper hair maybe down a little bit too. So it comes with like unlimited abilities to like edit and fine tune your figures, get everything. Like this is a spotlight that I put on him, and you see it's creating the spotlight. I put the plants in here and the rocks. I put the water in, and I put in this sandy beach, and the background is a big plane with the sky on it that I put on it. It's just you can, and in the end it helps you to create these really beautiful images that you can render in like very high quality and very large, like very large enough to put on like a king size bedspread or a large tapestry on the wall, like super large tapestry, or a shower curtain, things like that. You can sell the images and put them on, or you can put them on books for mystery, romance, novels, whatever. It's just a very fun program to work with. Yeah, it is. And the Daz itself, this program that you see here, is free. You can put it on your computer for free, and you can watch my channel for free and learn how to use it. So, but what's really nice is the store. Like today, I haven't been to the store, but at 3 o'clock every morning, even on Sundays, they have new products that come out at 3 in the morning. Let's see, we're looking for this.
And this, it's so almost 2 hours ago, they came out with some new products. And we've got chains for Genesis 9. Those are kind of cool, but a little dark for me. Look at this thing you can buy here. This is something I would buy. And Down Deep is kind of cool, whatever that is. It looks really cool. And this these are background images that you can put. And eye makeup. So right now, these obscure glass, that's very nice. Those are very nice. You can put them on any textures. Well, Unreal Engine, I don't believe they have. See, this is a little bit more. Well, what it is they have just spent years and years and years making stuff, like all this stuff here that you can buy, all these wagons, and look at this. These are billboard. These people are like flat images. It looks like they're steampunk people, and they're flat really, but they take up so little computing power that you can put a whole bunch of them in a scene. And they don't, because like one figure like this in the scene takes up like almost a gig of video memory. So it can be a lot. Now, see, everything about him now is starting to look right. Even his chest hair, I think, is fine. So I think and I think the color on his face is maybe, when I look at it, like I've gotten used to it, but I think if I were to like go away from it and come and look at it, it would just pop right out. So it's got to be something. It's this. I've got to bring this down a little bit to a little bit more like this, and the luminance. Let's see what that does. Yes, at making still artwork, okay? It does have animation tools within it, but the figures are such high quality, and whenever they can maneuver to make them even more high quality, it just kind of eats up any chance. Like Unreal is for animating like low poly, low quality, like low resolution. They kind of look, they tried, you do it artistically so it looks real, but like their game characters, if you ever played, video games, the hair looks really, really fake. Sometimes the clothing just goes right through itself, and sometimes their hand goes right through like something solid and stuff. Daz is the opposite, where everything is just kind of as high a quality as you can get it. And so you become addicted to buying all of these, everything under the sun. Like I bought this water, I bought this sky, I bought these plants, I bought the rocks, I bought the trees, I bought this guy, I bought the hair, I bought the pants he's wearing. You buy it and you get it on sale. You get it like you don't buy anything unless it's on an 80% sale, and then you end up with a haul of stuff. Like and they give you a bunch of stuff free with the program to kind of get you going. So you could actually spend a long time. You could take the free stuff that they give you and do massive, massive, beautiful stuff. Just stuff with lighting, and like if you just take a box and put a mirrored surface inside of the box, and you put things inside of the box and they start to reflect all over and create like a kaleidoscope kind of, just with a cube and some lights and a mirror texture. So you can do some really cool stuff with that. So it's just it's just even just with what they give you for free, you could spend years just making really, really cool stuff. But you got to get yourself a pretty fast computer. You do. It's $3,000, $4,000. That's
And that's not exaggerating. That's what people spend on their computers and all this stuff. And then, you know, $13,000 and you can end up with 10,000 assets from them. 14,000. Yeah, well, that's probably why that YouTube sent you in. If you've got an Nvidia graphics card that's pretty good, yeah, then you want to look into it. It's you just go right here to Daz. See where it says Daz3D.com? You go here, and then it takes you to 3D software. It says Daz Studio here. And you have to install the install manager. And it just let it put everything and do whatever it wants and install Daz on. But once you're done, you can just open Daz, and and inside Daz, it comes with a lot of free figures. So yeah, I think the rouge now is better on his face now. I think this is done. So I could put like a starfish or something, some little rocks here, but it would just look a little bit kind of like overdone. I think this is really nice here. So what we do is we render it now. So we go to our render settings. We go to general, and I think I'll render this at about maybe 4,000, 16 by 9. And I go to progressive render, drag up the samples, drag up the maximum time, do that, and click render. That's it. And now we get to see this like in really, really, really high quality render. Let's see what we got. And we do this for about 2,000 to 6,000 iterations, we're like already up to like 10, 13, 15, 18. So we go up to about 2,000 to 6,000. 2,000 is usually enough. Sometimes, oh, I got a problem here. See, that's a problem right there. Because what that means is my plane something's wrong with my plane. That doesn't make any sense at all. Because it happens right where I don't even know what to do about that. What's wrong? Here. I couldn't even see that. All right, I have to look at this from the side. Okay, what we're going to do I don't know what to do. I think we're seeing it. Okay, I know what to do. We put a big plane underneath it. Plane here. We scale it. Where's my plane? Parameters. Scale it.
No, that's the wrong one, Z. This one. Scale it. Like this. And just bring it down like this. Now let's go back to our camera view. See what this looks like. That will definitely fix that problem. Okay, now let's see how it renders. It's very strange how this worked. Okay, I think my plane underneath is white. I think it might have been better if I'd made it black. So, but yeah, that fixed it. Now you can't see that. I think the plane would be better if it was black because it's just a little too bright. I kind of want it to be a little bit more moody looking. So let's take this plane here and let's go to Files. Then we go to Surfaces. Surfaces, select the surface, then go to Preset, All Files. And let's find a texture to put on that. And we'll go turn this off. Come on. Default shaders. My computer takes a long time to read these because I have like over 10,000 items that I've purchased, and so it just takes a little while. They're not too long to do this. So we're going to go black, and I think we'll find a matte color. This suede black would work. But you have to make sure it says MDL. Matte black. There it is. Yeah, see that? Okay, I think blue would be better. So if we go into this editor, we can just change this color from this black to kind of blue. Well, let's go like this, and yeah. Like this. That's a little on the purple side. Maybe bluish green. There we go. Well, there, that's a little better. Save this. And try to render this again. That's why you render it very, very large. So yes, you use the install manager, and the install manager will install all of the extra, all of the stuff. Now, if you have a solid state drive, I have to scratch my back. If you have a solid state drive, it will install a ton of stuff on that solid state drive. So you have to go in and change the settings in the install manager so that it will install it on your secondary drive. or it will fill up your solid state drive. You can uninstall it, you know, all the content and everything, but it's just better to not fill up your solid state drive with the content, because you're going to want to buy more and more and more and more and more, and until you have every kind of thing. Like I have starfish, I have little conkle shells, I have everything. I could put more here. I just think it would look a little bit contrite, you know, a little bit manipulated, kind of, a little bit. I think you know, that's what, you know, other people will look at my art sometimes and say, well, it looks a little bit kind of empty, but it's supposed to be like minimalist. He's kind of like a, you know, like a wanderer. He's like, he lives a very simple kind of existence with nature and all. So it's meant to be that. It's meant to be minimalist. And so that's where it is. You know, there's no cell phone and watch and glasses and all sitting behind him, a little towel and all kinds of, his wallet, all kinds of stuff. It's just, yeah, it's supposed to be, it's minimalist. And you get to decide everything, Xeon, about the art. Zenon, you get to decide everything about your art. You get to decide whether if it's a male or female, whether if it's going to be rocks here, or whether if it could be a pier that goes out into the water, a wharf. You get to decide if maybe there's a ship out in the water. Everything. It's your art. It's a reflection of you, of your personality. So, yeah. Welcome, and please like and subscribe. Click the bell for all notifications. Come back. I do this all the time. I make scenes. You can learn stuff. You can learn how to use Daz. Just install it. And like I said, make sure you put the content, the bulk of the content on a spare drive. And then you're fine. You're ready to go. You're ready to start building stuff. And you will learn stuff, like massive stuff. You'll learn a massive appreciation for this, and it's very fun. It's very fun to use. Yeah. So it really, really, really is. So we're up to 600 iterations, and all I need is like 2,000, and it's done. See, this is much, much higher resolution than your games and stuff. Look at the hair that I put on him. Yeah, see, this is very, very high. You know, I'm probably not even that good at this, but you can put little fog. You can put fog. You can put mist in the scene. You can, there's just all kind. You can give them tattoos, all kinds of stuff you can buy. Just buy all kinds of stuff for them. Different hair. I gave him some stubble here on his face. That's how this all started out, was I just put him in the scene and started messing with his beard, and then found some hair for him and posed him. The pose was kind of hard, but we got it. There's different clothes. We could have put bikini in a little bit different style. They have also something called D-Force, where you can run a simulation and the gravity will kind of the clothing will hang with the gravity. All kinds of cool stuff like that. You can close their eyes, you can change their eyebrows. They're probably about, 5,000 different eyebrows. There's probably 100,000, probably about 10,000 different eye colors that you can give them. Everything from red demon eyes, and the sclera gets all with all kinds of veins in the sclera, like I get like at 5 o'clock in the morning when I haven't slept all night. So And that is probably going to do it for me. We're up to 1,000. I just have another maybe 5 or 10 minutes. Now this hair on him, I could have made it a little more transparent, so it wasn't quite so. No, this looks really nice. This hair on his legs, and the hair goes. You've got foot hair, you've got nose hair, you got ear hair. You can get all kinds of hair, every kind of hair, every color, every pattern of hair. Just it's like amazing to and like all kinds of hairstyles, and like much more stuff. They make more stuff for women, for like their female characters, than they do the male characters. But there's enough for the people who like to use male characters in their scenes, that there's enough stuff. Look at the character of this water here. Just look at the character here of this, with the sky reflecting on it. I thought this brown was coming from the reflection of the sand coming up under it. I never even thought that it's actually the sky reflecting down on it. Yeah, this is, look at the quality of these little pieces of grass and all. And I think they're too deep into the sand, but they're not too bad. I think I did a little better with these ones. So, but yeah, look at this. It's just amazing what you can do with this. And this plane that I put here, it puts off light. You can see this sun is actually shining on the water. Yeah, it's breathtaking. And I could have I could have just laid some mist all through the scene if I wanted to. Just a layer of mist, many different styles of mist, many different kinds, with billions of colors that you could make it, shades and colors, and the mist, whatever color, pink or green hazy, or just white mist, very thin, just to give it an atmosphere. Yeah, it's all here. It's not stuff you have to wait and for them until they make it. It's already been made. It's already out for sale. And what's nice is it's been in the store for a while, that now you can buy it like on 80% sales, and you can walk away with just tons and tons and tons of stuff for a very, very, very low price. So that's what I do. It's like you get a killing. Don't buy, and don't ever, and maybe not ever, but don't buy stuff at full price. You just never buy stuff at full price. And if you become a member and you pay them, you have to again wait till the memberships go on sale, and they're like 50% off, and then you can get like a year's membership for $35, and like almost every other day they give you something free, and it's nice stuff, very nice stuff that they give you for free. And then also you get always get a little bit of money off because you're a member from the new stuff, and then they give you just massive sales on stuff. So usually you can dent this so that it looks like his foot's in the sand. You can kind of put a little dents in it, but this particular ground here was kind of like a special kind of ground. It didn't have it didn't allow you to move and kind of shape the ground a little bit around him, or put footprints in it. You can put footprints in sand and stuff. But this one didn't allow that. So, all right, he's already at 2,000. He's kind of done. So we can cancel this render. And let's call this ocean eyes. Ocean eyes. And we're going to save that in there. And I'll show you what it looks like rendered. And let's see what we've got here. Open the File Explorer. And let's go to here. Ocean. Ocean eyes. There it is. Now, you see, I can take this into Photoshop and put some filters on it and do all kinds of really cool stuff with it. So, yeah. Look at this kind of oily patch here, and the textures are amazing. This is just really an amazing program. I love working in this program. So, all right. Thank you for watching. Zenon, have a wonderful day or evening or whatever it's doing in your part of the world. Thank you for the lovely compliments. And people, thank you for the likes on the videos. It very means a lot to me. So I am RexRed, and this is EZ3DTV, and we're lucky today that YouTube is now considering possibly monetizing us for that lower tier of membership into the YouTube influencers. Which is very nice. It's very nice that they have finally, that they're considering this. So, fingers crossed on that. And it's all you people who have made this happen. It's your views on my channel, because I certainly couldn't have watched 4,000 hours of me. So thank you very much, people. Thank you. And thank you for your continued support on the channel. And this is it for me. Have a wonderful, wonderful day or morning or evening, whatever it's doing in your part of the world. See you, Zenon and Siddharth. Have a wonderful day. Okay? Bye-bye for now. I have to figure out how to stop this. I think it's over here on this computer. All right. Bye-bye. Take care. So it's a 3D software, but mostly aimed at making artwork. Yes, it is. For still scenes, for making still scenes, and you can animate. There's all kinds of animation tools you can do, but the quality of these things are so high that it's very hard to animate them, because but you can you can drop down the quality of them and animate them. So yeah. So all right. Take care. Bye-bye. See you soon.